That lady said some things that I ain't never heard before. So, niece, I appreciate you. I do. But we gonna save Junior. Justice Ferrani. I'm finna be a police, like Charleston White. I'm finna go buy me a badge. Yeah, I'm finna go buy me a badge. You're a nuisance to society. You're a threat to society, you're a nuisance to society, and you need to be in a cage.
What happens when reality TV's most unpredictable new mom smashes headfirst into the self-crowned hood auntie, and Child Protective Services winds up holding the referee whistle? It's a saga that began with one viral tooth-knocking punch, swerved through hot car headlines, and skids today toward an investigation nobody can live-stream away. Strap in, because every twist of Krisshawn Rock's story comes with broken glass on the asphalt, and the next turn is always sharper than the last. Before the internet clocked a single symptom in baby Junior, Tia Kemp was already side-eyeing the chaos. Best known as Rick Ross's outspoken ex and a Miami matriarch who survived her own rap world soap opera, Tia has that razor-tongued wisdom earned only by wrestling clout demons for decades.
Yeah, the unfit mama that's out here running the streets. That unfit one. Miss Unfit. Miss Unfitty. That we gonna call her.
In late spring 2025, she went live, lashes fluttering, voice steady. Sis, log off, get that baby to therapy and stop letting algorithms babysit. She wasn't trolling, she was testifying. Tia reminded 500,000 viewers what happens when clicks outrun common sense.
You're a nuisance to society. You're a threat to society, you're a nuisance to society, and you need to be in a cage.
Brands flee, lawyers swarm, and tiny children pay adult price tags. At 49, she'd buried friends, nursed sons, and learned the hard math of hype. Every viral high costs double on the crash down. Krisshawn's fan pages screeched, calling Tia jealous, but anti-energy cut deeper than a troll thread. She'd seen mansion parties morph into courtrooms, and she warned Krisshawn that overdue therapy bills hit harder than any Zeus network check.
That lady said some things that I ain't never heard before. So, niece, I appreciate you. I do. And she gonna appreciate you too. She'll leave you alone now. Cause all that takes for is a good read, and then they want you gone. They want you gone.
Her last line landed like a gavel. The internet loves a train wreck until a baby is buckled in the front seat. The warning was crystal. Whether Krisshawn would listen was a different story. 24 hours later, Krisshawn spun up an Instagram live, eyes flashing. Didn't your son get stabbed? Bet that don't feel good, huh? She dragged Tia's 2024 family triage DY onto center stage like a trophy, firing shots in every direction.
Citizen, I ain't got no record, bro. Listen, bro, I don't got no record, dog. I'm not a convicted felon, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I get away with everything I do.
Even Carlisa Saffold, Blueface notoriously unfiltered mom, winced publicly. Sympathy meter? Flatline. Fans who once defended Krisshawn's every scuffle now typed too far. And Tia Kemp, battle-tested and unbothered, loaded her next move. July 7, 2025, Tia posted the hold music screenshot from a Child Protective Services hotline. She'd officially reported Krisshawn for suspected neglect.
But we gonna save Junior. Justice Ferrani. I'm finna be a police, like Charleston White. I'm finna go buy me a badge. Yeah, I'm finna go buy me a badge.
Half the internet applauded. Finally, accountability, while the other half screamed clout chase. CPS, bound by law, stayed silent, but insiders whispered about a same-day welfare check. Krisshawn's upload schedule thinned overnight. Twitch remained dark, Snapchat went sporadic, and a single tweet appeared, "Season finna change, pray for me." Whether that meant repentance or rebranding, no one could say. While Krisshawn wrestled with CPS rumors, Blueface sat in a Nevada prison, serving time over a 2024 Vegas club shooting. With her partner unavailable as either shield or scapegoat, Krisshawn had to carry the narrative alone. She booked club walkthroughs, taped a gospel rap single, and teased a docuseries. Each new bag looked like salvation, until another livestream meltdown burned it to ashes. Brands hesitated. Kick inserted a morality clause. Even Zeus Network pumped the brakes. Solo stardom felt heavier without someone else to blame. Krisshawn Malone was 20 when she bolted out of Baltimore with a track scholarship, a quick right hook, and a chip on her shoulder big enough to dent concrete. She landed on Blue Girls Club, Blueface's wild YouTube house, where pillow fights turned into real brawls and camera crews couldn't look away. In a single week, she lost a front tooth, gained 500,000 followers, and proved that pain plus personality equals algorithm gold. Brands started calling. Zeus Network offered her a spot on Baddies. Memes stamped her face across every feed. The girl who once sold snacks on Maryland train cars suddenly had a fan base bigger than her hometown. But fame that fast is kerosene, bright, loud, and always one spark from combustion. On September 3, 2023, while Blueface partied in Miami, Krisshawn live streamed the birth of their son right from an LA hospital bed. 300,000 people watched her cut the cord, digital confetti everywhere. Overnight, the brawler became Mommy Rock, and the internet tried on a new emotion toward her: tenderness. She posted gummy smiles, bedtime hummed lullabies, and captions that read "Fresh start, no drama." Yet observant followers noticed Junior couldn't lift his head at 8 months, and first step videos never surfaced. Questions piled up. Whispers of developmental delays spread. Krisshawn brushed them aside with tears and a shaky laugh. "Y'all don't need receipts to know my baby's blessed." Sympathy began to curdle into suspicion. June 19, 2025. 4 Twitch staffers hauled a crying Junior from a locked sedan in 90-degree heat while Krisshawn argued with Blueface on speakerphone inside a studio lobby.
I guess you busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
Huh? I'm not busy at all.
Yeah, I guess you busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
I'm not even busy.
Okay.
Babe,
You're busy right now.
huh? I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy. I'm not busy.
Someone filmed, someone posted, millions replayed. Hashtag Save Junior trended in 8 countries.
Y'all act like that. Y'all don't even know what's going on. I'm not putting my child in the camera. Y'all keep saying, attend to my baby. I am attending to my baby. That's why I have certain people here tell me attend to my baby while I'm working. I'm not gonna keep, you know? So, all that, put prayer in.
Twitch reacted faster than a mod with a ban hammer, suspending her channel on the spot. Krisshawn fired back in leopard print, claiming the real issue was a wardrobe malfunction, not neglect. "My team had eyes on him. The damage was already viral." Even die-hard fans felt the line had been crossed. And where there's smoke online, Blueface usually fans the flames. 48 hours later, Blueface's phone camera panned across shattered glass, plates of rotting takeout, and diaper mountains inside his San Fernando Valley house. The caption? "This what I come home to. She's out." In tears on Snapchat, Krisshawn claimed sudden homelessness, swore she was cleaning when Blueface barged in, and begged viewers for prayers. Screenshots flew faster than empathy. Comment sections flipped from hearts to clown emojis. Trash is forgivable. Live streaming your baby's meltdown in the back seat isn't. Into that sympathy vacuum stepped a woman who has survived her own brand of rap world chaos. To understand today, rewind to 2020. Krisshawn met Blueface in his content house, punched her way past 14 other hopefuls, and literally left part of herself on the kitchen floor, a tooth she'd later keep on a chain around her neck. Their romance was a mixtape of matching tattoos, jail visits, and public rows. One night they'd share microphones, the next they'd share mugshots. Viewers couldn't tell love from promo. The couple didn't seem to care. Every breakup seeded the next reunion special, and every reunion guaranteed more streams. That back catalog of mayhem still feeds every twist that follows. Blueface court dates multiplied just as Krisshawn's booking fees soared. Assault charges, probation violations, then the Vegas shooting that sealed his 2024 sentence. Left outside the gates, Krisshawn flipped from supporting act to headliner, releasing singles, selling out club appearances, and guest hosting Baddies. She talked redemption, quoted Bible verses, and posted daily affirmations. Yet each time progress peeked through, a new live stream showed her screaming, crying, or throwing furniture. Without Blueface around, the chaos felt less like romance drama and more like self-inflicted career sabotage. And audiences began asking whether they were watching healing or slow-motion harm. Today, the Rock Blueface saga serves as a digital morality play. One camp cheers the ride-or-die narrative, buying Zeus subscriptions to catch every explosion. The other rails against platforms for monetizing neglect, tagging hashtag deplatform Krisshawn in every thread.
Excuse me, sir, what are you guys arresting her for? A warrant out for what? Sorry? A warrant for what, sir?
News pundits diagnose trauma porn while trolls mimify Junior's milestones. Advertisers hover, calculating whether controversy still converts to clicks. Meanwhile, mental health advocates beg viewers to remember there's a real toddler at the center of all these thumbnails. That collision, spectacle versus responsibility, sets up the ultimate cliffhanger. From a hospital bed livestream to a potential custody battle, Krisshawn Rock's journey shows how fast sympathetic applause can turn into a siren's wail, and how internet aunties can morph into mandated reporters. The open question isn't whether more drama will unfold, it's whether Junior's well-being will finally outrank the algorithms that made his mother famous. Will Krisshawn trade chaos for quiet growth, or is this merely halftime in a game the internet refuses to quit watching? Keep your notifications on. The next plot twist is probably buffering right now. So who's gonna be the next person in the limelight? Please like and subscribe for more of the latest celebrity news and updates. I'll see you all in the next one.